Hi everyone, my name is Salim. Today I'm going to talk about the current topic, healing the world. Healing the world is a strange phase from my perspective. When we look at our race from millennial history till contemporary history, we see it in great conscience and wonder. The awakening of human mind after the cognitive revolution changed the world with different names, symbols, and identities. That's the reason today humans are on the call an object with different names, even though things in itself same. When we see the path of history, the progress of human nature changed rapidly after the Industrial Revolution. With the start of Industrial Revolution, great powers came forward to seize the opportunity. With this, the era of domination starts. In a short time, America was discovered. Great India, Middle East, and Africa were colonized by great powers to boost up their industries and economy. With this emergence, great scientific and historical discoveries also occurred. This question often comes in everyone's mind: why we need history? Why we should study, and is it really matter? This is simple. Whenever you come up with such a question, as a reasonable man and a critical person, you won't allow yourself to give a random answer, but rather a rational one. For a critical person, history is the best alternative for understanding this question. Earlier, I said that the phrase healing the world sounds like strange to me. It's not because it's new thing or I'm not willing to accept it. It is just because we the humans are not willing to accept the sacrifice for such an action, even though it's for our own betterment. So why there is a hurdle? Actually, this is not something we do, but instead it is something our nature adopted. Answering from the great minds, the one who runs empires, states, industry, are they not aware of the global warming, refugee crisis, disputes, and food crisis? Why they are not willingly taking any actions regarding these issues? Or maybe they are not considering them their own problem, but they are here affecting them. But why not doing something about it? Some of us rather call this a political or economic interest. If war and food crisis is not for them, but global warming is for everyone. Individuality. Many of us rather hate or love this word, but it's what so far our nature adopted from many centuries. From centuries, we haven't come out of ourselves, our family, tribe, and nations. Individuality is the reason great powers did colonize other nations and use them as their production for their own nation's growth. That's the reason the world is terrorized from many years. That's the reason the great wars of our history happened. That is the reason we see the contemporary world at the crossroad. During the COVID-19, many nations suffered greatly, but it was also a kind of a motivation that brought together everyone in a single page. That together we can face and defend ourselves. Many nations and individual didn't accept it first, but finally they had no options than to accept the condition. I think we put aside our personal interest and the world and look at the world with collective goggles. Then we can do something about healing the world. We should work together and force our governments, leaders, not to take part in any suppressive activities, but rather work for the balance of the world. This is how we can overcome and prevent global catastrophes, wars, refugee, and food crisis. Thank you, everyone.